Hey guys, this is Moyo from Katatonia, and you're listening to Heavy Mag.
Beautiful, mate. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Katatonia will be touring Australia for a run of dates starting in Sydney on February the 9th and going through Melbourne, Brisbane, and Adelaide and finishing in Perth on February the 13th, mate. Like, that's not too far away now. You're packed and ready to go?
Pretty much. We just came back from the first show of this year. We did Turkey this Saturday, so I'm taking a time off, a day off or two, and then just getting back into it.
Yeah. And look, you guys are no strangers to touring. You go pretty much all over the world. So tell us two non-essential items that you always take with you everywhere you go.
Non-essential.
Yeah.
Um, I always bring a book I won't read. Like I always overpack. I always overpack books. So there's always going to be one book that I don't read, but I feel like I need to bring because if I don't have it, I'll just be bored. I never read it.
Yeah.
And I recently bought, like last year, one of these like Bluetooth thingies for the entertainment system on the airplanes.
Yep.
So you can connect your Bluetooth earphones to the entertainment system. Never used it because I never watched movies on a plane. So, but I still need them because who knows?
Of course.
So they've proven to be pretty non-essential, basically.
So not just talking about this trip, mate, but like with all of your shows, like how do you prepare yourself physically and mentally for a run of dates so far from home?
The first thing is loading up on sleep. I know it doesn't really work like that, but just getting sleep and rest, getting your vitamins in, getting your supplements in, doing your like even leaving home for a run of dates of a couple of weeks, even if you can't, if you even if you're not able to do your workouts, do your stretches on the road, you're gonna you're gonna have pretty crappy sleep all throughout. If you kind of prepare with all of that at home, you'll be fine, basically. So that's what I think we all try to do, just unwind, prepare physically and mentally. And while we're out there, the lack of sleep, the lack of like healthy food doesn't really affect us as much. If we would live at home like we do on tour, I don't think we would survive this. We're getting too old.
Cool. I suppose the big thing, bro, is what can fans expect from the band on this tour?
I mean, this run is pretty cool since it's been so long since we came. So we've basically released two albums since then. Because the last time we did Australia, we toured for Fall of Hearts,
Mhm.
and we've since released both City Burials and Skyward of Stars. And I mean, the set list is going to be a bit different from last time, obviously. I think we're playing a slightly longer set than last time, so we're trying to treat you to a proper headline experience from what we're doing now with the two albums in our backs, and it's gonna be from the last time we came. It's gonna be pretty different.
So that last time, well, I mean, this is your first Australian headlining tour since 2016. So aside from a couple of albums, mate, like what's changed with the band since you were here last?
I mean, we're not much has changed really. We've been working, we've been touring, we've been just building momentum, and I think we're in a place now where we're still growing and we're expecting to grow as a band. So we're just trying to work as much as possible. And maybe that mentality has changed or strengthened in some way. But yeah, I think we're a stronger band now than we're stronger band on stage. We have better material out there. It's we're we're a better band. So that's what's changed, if anything.
That tour was not long after you actually joined the band, mate. So what are some of your memories of that tour as a new guy, I guess?
Just getting into meeting fans that have a connection to the band. Like cat fans have a deep connection to the band. We go way back in some people's lives, and seeing as the band has progressed musically and having those old fans still be with us, I've obviously never experienced that before. So that was one of the coolest things about starting to play with Cat and going to Australia. Obviously never been to Australia. I wouldn't say it was overwhelming, but it was whelming. So yeah, we had a lot of meet and greets on that tour. We're gonna have meet and greets on this tour as well, and just meeting those fans that go so far back with the band, that's still one of the best things with playing with the band.
So how would you say that you've grown into your role or your position in the band since then?
I mean, musically, it's in the beginning it was just about getting to know the music, getting to know how Daniel played his part in the band, and then trying to evolve from just being a drummer playing his parts, evolve from just being a drummer playing the new parts to being like a part of the band that isn't just a musician. And I think obviously I don't write material. Jonas does all the writing.
Yeah.
But the way I approach it and the way we all approach it and interpret his material, or even the old material, it's not been a challenge per se, but it has been. I've had to approach my way of working and my way of drumming in a different way, and that has also helped me to grow into the band and gel with the guys and with the music we're playing. So it's been a process. It's an ongoing process, but I definitely do not feel like the new guy anymore.
Yeah, good. And you're going to be touring on the back of last year's album, Sky Void of Stars. So how was that received by the fans?
Very well. Fans and critics have pretty much loved the album from what I can see. And City Burials was released in the middle or in the start of the pandemic, so that was obviously going to be buried pretty much on release. And we got to do one tour for that album in the US, and we kind of already knew that the album is old before we can even try to keep it alive. So starting anew in a way with the release of Sky Void of Stars, I think that was a fresh breath of air for us and the fans, who had also maybe not forgotten about City Burials, but it's still, the pandemic was so long, maybe not in time, but like mentally it just dragged on. So when we finally got this release, Sky Void of Stars, it felt like it had been not 3 years since the last album, but 6 years. So I think both we and the fans had the same feeling. So when we did release Sky Void, it was very well received, and it was something that we all missed having. The fans missed us releasing an album and touring for it, and we missed releasing an album and touring for it. And so we've been doing that the entire year, and we're still not tired of it. I don't think the fans are, and I guess these shows will show if Australia's ready.
And how much of that album are you actually going to be playing live over here?
A fair bit. Having so many albums in the back and so many hit songs, I guess, it's very tricky to write set lists to appease everyone. I mean, people still want to hear basically half of Discouraged Ones when we play live. And that's just not going to happen, not because we don't want to play those songs, but we have so much material that we feel that we need to play and also that we want to play. So we're doing a fair bit of tracks from Sky Void on this run, actually.
All right, mate. Well, thanks very much for your time. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. The tour starts on February the 9th in Sydney, and there's still tickets available, so get yourself one before they all go.
Yeah. Come see us. Come stage dive. Come buy merch.